Hey everybody, Boris Osberg. Welcome to the December 5, December 9 Crosses edition for 2006. A couple of interesting ideas this week, and of course I think the primary dominant trade as we're walking to the end of the week and the beginning of next week, or the beginning of the week that we're talking about, is this very, very prominent and very evident strength of cable, and therefore I think cable has to be the shining star in the crosses section. So I have a couple of ideas on the cable side. Let's get to them right away. I like Euro Pound on any kind of a sell the rally trade. The one potential here for Euro Pound verticalization is if they vote yes in Italy and Euro just begins to take off on pure sentiment. Even that, I think, eventually going to wear thin, because the Eurozone itself is going to face much larger problems than just the issue of Italy. But if Italy very likely votes no in the referendum, that's going to just put further downward pressure on the Euro Pound. And I think the pound itself is going to provide a lot more strength to the trade. So I like selling anything in front of the 85s. Support now comes in at 83s. The other stronger trade in the pound, of course, is pound yen. Again, yen corrected a little bit, but if U.S. yields stay relatively okay, the relative strength of cable still provides a push. We kind of took out the 144, which was a big resist, and now the area is pretty clear for a run, at least to 145 with a 143 support. And then the other negative euro trade or positive euro trade, this is actually in many ways my favorite positive euro trade. That is, if you get a positive euro surprise, EuroCAD is very much at long-term support around the 141s. So any kind of a positive euro surprise could really push the pair strongly up towards the 144 level. So if we get anything good out of the Eurozone coming out, the surprises, for example, on the Italian side, this would be the flip trade that I would want to do right away as a reaction to positive euro flows. So those are the three primary crosses that I like. Let's take a look at the charts here and just see how they line up as far as, well, here's the EuroCAD, but let's just first start with the Euro Pound. Let's start with the pound crosses. So here's Euro Pound, and you can see very negative move here, just complete erase of whatever rally we had yesterday. 85, which was support, got broken, and now that support very much is going to act as resistance. So any kind of rally towards the 85 level probably going to be a decent way to establish shorts. The only concern here is, of course, that 83 is monster support here. So the trade should be sort of sell the 84, sell 84.50s towards the 83s. Or sell the 83 break. That if we break the 83s, let's say on a very negative open on Sunday, that becomes then a very, very interesting trade to take on any kind of a run towards the 83s, because once that support is broken, we're generally going to probably move all the way down to 80 on the downside. So very interesting trade as the beginning of the week comes up, both on the euro side and on the pound side. Now pound yen, in many ways, ironically enough, probably will be a little bit more staid and less volatile. We now took out this 144 level, and that's very bullish. That means really the next resistance doesn't come until all the way up to 150. It could extend quite significantly. The point being here is you have relatively positive wins from both sides. I don't think the yen is going to correct that much, and certainly cable looks like it wants to now break out a little higher. So if cable starts to break out, it should carry pound yen easily towards the 145, 146 level, at least from the beginning of the week. And then last but not least, the surprise positive trade on the euro, in my opinion, would be the EuroCAD, because here again, EuroCAD has very, very strong support here at this 141 level. So far it's holding. So if we get positive euro news, it's easy for us to see that, because this could really pop towards the 142s, 143s just on reverb again. On the other hand, a super negative move that takes us below 141 really opens up projection all the way down towards the 140, perhaps even the 138 level. So EuroCAD to me is kind of an interesting trade both ways. But for now, it's really the positive euro surprise that I would want to trade the EuroCAD through as a way to move back up towards the 43, 44 zone. Otherwise, I think that's the really big story. It's going to be the pound crosses and the euro crosses that's going to dominate the beginning of the week. I wish you guys the best of luck, the best of trading. Boris Osberg, over and out.